Today, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Justin Herbert and the LA Chargers taking on Daniel Jones and the New York Giants.
From the site of Super Bowl 56, set to be contested this upcoming February, we are at the gorgeous new SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the New York Giants and the Los Angeles Chargers. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. Had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record time because you were psyched up about this game. But let's be frank about it. No more radio shows, no more podcasts, no more just predicting what's going to happen. Now we get to see it on the field.
Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California. Well, he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Now was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 2 big plays in succession, and the Chargers on the move. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations. Quite the accomplishment. Here's the first carry for Austin Ekeler. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. 2nd down at 6 now from the 42.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Giants.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Wide open, it's out complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 20-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Herbert operating from the red zone. Allen has it left side. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Here's Herbert. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the news. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
For the extra point.
Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The former number 6 overall pick of 2019, Daniel Jones, trots out to lead this New York Giants offense.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What did the columnist write? Possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
The tackle made there by Linval Joseph.
Joseph on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Jones. It's caught. Shepard. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 17 yards and a Giant first down.
First down, Giants.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Taken in at the 22. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10. Right at the 30. He'll hand off here to Eckler. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Herbert now. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Casey Hayward makes the tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun, Jones. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Jones and Shepard with a connection there for Giants first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Intended for Darius.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. He's going to... And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Complete to
Evan Engram. 66 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Extra point.
When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaim center stage. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Charles, we get a look at the draft class here for this team. What do you think?
Well, I think for the most part, I do like what they did because, to me, they got some solid players in the early rounds. And then if I'm correct in my evaluation, they got some great value in the later rounds as well.
And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1.
To 7.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. That's into the hands of Eckler. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Barkley. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
On the pickup, brings up 2nd and
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
There on the tackle.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They'll run it here. This is James Wayne. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Finds his tight end, Engram. And caught up and picked up by the Chargers. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Now a hit and a loose football.
On the play. Recovered by the receiving team.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Jones now on 1st down. Flush to his right. Caught right side, Tate. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. He's going to wind up and air it out. This is caught, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about.
Pass interference, defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would
even
do?
know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point splits the uprights. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he's up in it after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 2nd down, Eckler. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. He's going to look downfield for, and this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 43 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. He shakes him off, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes.
Herbert sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. And the pressure gets to him again.
Justin Herbert.
Xavier McKinney in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. This is Gabriel out on the left side. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
Jason Sanders on for the field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55, but you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
A first down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's second down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Jones throw on target to Shepard.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line.
The tackle.
Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning.
2nd and 3 at the Chargers' 41-yard line.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Well, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Jones. And Tate's got it. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
27-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive, 3rd and 5. Now Jones. Doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Jones keeps it himself. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. But they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14.
14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 10.
And returning to the field here, Hunter Henry. And we peek at some of his work from this game where he's nearing 100 yards.
And haven't we gotten pretty close in this game nowadays in the NFL to almost taking labels off of the tight end position? These guys now can be the #1 option in an offense, and that never used to be the case. So now how do you even match up with them? Cornerback, safety, linebacker, all three will have deficiencies against the best tight ends in the game.
The Charger drive about to get going. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I get running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
On 1st down, it's Herbert to Gabriel, middle of the field. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good, and that'll bring them back within 4.
Makes the score Giants 21, Chargers 17.
So yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And it's the home team who are out in front. Trey Quinn, a touchdown reception. We'll stay in the NFC North as we head over to Minneapolis to check on the Vikings at home in US Bank Stadium. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Auden Tate, 2 touchdown catches in the victory. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Seattle Seahawks. 28-10, the final. In our game, we were treated to a strong first half from the former Blue Devil, Daniel Jones. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. New York set to take the field. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll go to Barkley again. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of the first down.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, give him a good 10 yards on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The attention shifts back to Justin Herbert and the Chargers offense. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off, because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest. The tackle made by Blake Martinez.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Henry. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
At the 49-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Herbert throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 34. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 more there and another 1st down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
It's going to be caught. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead.
Sanders for the extra.
Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He'll complete this to Engram, his tight end. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 16 yards, a first down.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Sliding out of the pocket. Out to the right here to Shepard. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 12 more yards there and another first down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Barkley on first down, running into a wall as he's stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape. When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Jones on third down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 25-yard line. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16.
First down, Giants.
Throwing on first down, Jones. And that is incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Now Jones, going to throw again. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Oh, can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved a first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but it's stiffing when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27.
Ball carrier.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And man, it's Allen. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger first down.
4-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Second and 4 at the 40.
Second down and 4. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second down, here's Herbert. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 31-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. This pass finds its way to Williams. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's the at the 5. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Chargers are going to take the lead.
Jason Sanders for the extra point.
And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
To kick off.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's take over 1st and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Jones. And this is incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, but now it'll be 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing, Jones. And that will be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Herbert. And it's complete. And he'll go down Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. They'll find Williams on the slant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Jabrill Peppers.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
At the 18-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
Brings up
another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
That's to his running back, complete.
pass. Complete to Austin Eckler.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
Makes the score Chargers 34.
So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, gets their backs clearly against the wall.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
New York ready to go again offensively. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Well, the 2nd down throw on target. And at the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
First down.
Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Back to throw. Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Jones eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And returning to the field here, Hunter Henry. So after he looked really good early, they haven't been able to find the big tight end as much. What gives?
Well, sometimes that's not in the game plan defensively. They're trying to take away other people, or they weren't expecting him to get off to such a hot start. But now, they know he's out there. They made a few adjustments, surrounded him with a few more people, a few different coverages. Let's see if he makes the adjustments now. Does he change up a few things to try and work his way open?
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. They go jet sweep here with Williams. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs, even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will finally be taken down at the Giants' 20. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Herbert on the keeper. A loss of a yard.
2nd and 11 now.
2nd and 11 at the 21-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Makes it 3rd and 11.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1.
Sanders on for the field goal. A 39-yard attempt.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Chargers, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everybody.